Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Troy with DIY Home and Auto. I finally got time to clean my workbench, and I found a couple of packages that were sitting forever and ever that I never opened. This top one, I don't even know what's in it. Something round and flat. We'll open this and see what it is. And then I bought some new tools to help us work on Midnight Maroon. Do some body work and that sort of thing. So I'll show you what those things are. I buy a lot of things from Amazon. I'll leave links down below as always. Clicking on those links helps my channel out, so I appreciate that. It's a small gesture that you guys can do to help show your love and support, and I really do appreciate that. It goes farther than you think it does. Without further ado, let's open these things up and see what we got. I'm pretty sure I ordered this, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, it is fine line masking tape. I don't have my reading glasses on, so I can't read on it, but I recognize it. This is for my 99 Ram, where I'm doing the Raptor liner down along the bottom. I'm going to use the fine line tape to make that, well, fine line at the top of the Raptor liner. So that'll come in handy when we get to that project, and that one is coming up. As far as a quick channel update goes, as well, I'm trying to video as much as I can while the weather is decent and put a whole bunch of footage in the can. That's what they call it in the industry. So that during the winter months when I can't get out, the weather's bad, whatever, I still have content to provide for you guys. So there may be a little delay in getting things out, getting new videos out, but hang with me. We'll get the content to you over the winter. So this right here is a crimping tool. It basically makes a stepped edge in sheet metal, so that the one piece comes in like this, the other one comes in, and then it steps up and over. So it makes that little bend so that you can basically butt joint without doing butt joint welding. So that might come in handy. I wish I had had that when I was doing floor pans on Midnight Maroon, which is yet to come as well. Sorry about that. The next tool is, just kidding, it's not a tool after all, casters. It was heavy. I thought I knew what this was. I can't even remember why I bought these. They'll come in handy at some point for something. I think I was going to build a rolling cart or something. I don't know. It's been months since I looked in these boxes. So today's project, we got the motor for Midnight Maroon. It came today. That's exciting, but also, oh my gosh, I have so much to do before I can put a motor back in that. So today I'm going to focus on kind of cleaning up underneath that engine bay, that front end of the frame, the front end of the firewall. Get all of that cleaned up, degreased, eventually primed and painted. I don't know how far I'll get before I post a video, but that's what I'm currently up against. So I'll show you some of the other things that I'm working on as well. So there it is. I haven't even unboxed it. I did rip off the packing material or the packing list from it with all the instructions so that I could just verify that I got what I ordered. But that thing needs to go back in there at some point. They called and said, hey, your engine's ready to ship. And they had told me originally that it was going to take up to 3 months. So I was in a little bit of a panic. I had to do a quick clean to get room to get this thing in here. I didn't want to leave it outside at all. But I put the old motor stuff over here. We've got parts over there. We've got parts in tubs. I got parts everywhere. Engine lift, I just ordered a new hydraulic piece for that. I borrowed this from my nephew, and it is sketchy at best. We turn that thing and it drops the engine. You saw that when in the video where we pulled the motor out. Oh my gosh!
Dude, you've got to get something that has the right tool for this.
One quick little thing. You Ford guys, you gonna stand for this? Somebody sent me this. It showed up in my P.O. box. My post office box is down in the description of every video. This just showed up. There was no note. It just came from Amazon. I thought it was something that I had ordered, so I opened it. Mopar or no car? That's going on the wall. I'll put it up somewhere. I don't know where, but you Ford guys, You gotta step up. Send me something. Send me some stuff. Let's decorate the garage with some Ford stuff, huh? I don't think that motor came with an intake manifold. So I started kind of cleaning this up. I had to take out some of the plugs that are in it. I need to still degrease this and get it ready for paint. I think we're going to try to paint this. I want to open that and see if the motor's painted. I'm probably not going to open that in this video. I just want to keep it together as a package deal until we're ready. A little closer on these different things, but I'm excited to see it. I know you're excited to see it as well. We'll get to it. I promise we'll get to it. But for now, I'm going to rip the cover off the front end of this thing and kind of scope out exactly where I'm at, what needs to take place. It's getting a little late in the day. Sun's going down. It's going to be dark soon. So I might not get started on too much. I might scrape some of the grease and treat it so that it can start degreasing. But I have all day tomorrow. So I sprayed everything down pretty well with degreaser. Just kind of went after it, sprayed all down by where the kingpins go. There's just some buildup back in there as well. It's kind of hard to see. It's getting dark real quick. I gotta hurry. But I'm gonna pressure wash all the things that I sprayed. I got all the electrical detached and moved. Wiring harness goes through the firewall, kind of in the center of the truck. It's a little inconvenient. There's another one that comes through right here behind the instrument cluster. I might just have to peel those up as I do this, but I'm just gonna kind of get after this and let it dry out overnight. It's supposed to get pretty cold. You can see we've got snow in the mountains way over there. I want to get this done so I can get my hoses taken care of for wintertime. Pressure wash. I'm gonna get dirty, gross. This isn't gonna be very fun, but it's got to be done. Let's do it. So I realized I didn't do it before and after, so dang it! Down in there, I showed a little bit on the other side. It's too dark to see, but that's still really gross. I'm gonna treat it one more time with degreaser. Up in here cleaned up pretty good though. You can actually see where the grease was the deepest because the metal looks the cleanest. You know, I've still got some caked on, built up. So I'm gonna spray it all down again, let it soak, spray it in the morning. Treat it one more time, pressure wash it one more time, I should say. But I mean, overall it cleaned up really good, but I'm gonna paint all of this black. Everything that's underneath here is all gonna be black. Just help kind of hide the dust, hide the grease, all the things that end up in an engine bay. This is definitely not a restoration quality job we're going for. We're going for a truck that Tavish can use and enjoy. Maybe take to some shows and just kind of show off a little bit, but a truck that's drivable, usable, and looks good. So that's the goal. That pressure washer does pretty good for what it is. I don't know what we paid for. It's on Amazon. I'll find it and leave a link down below, just like I always do. Amazon links, affiliate. Full disclosure, I get paid a little money when you guys use those links, which helps fund stuff like this. So appreciate that immensely, more than you know. But I think that's it for tonight. Put this away, get my hose put away for the night, and we'll do this in the morning. Look at the sunset. Those mountains are glowing, kind of orangey. It's awesome. Utah's a beautiful place. If you've never been to Utah, you should come visit. Hit me up. I almost forgot about the intake manifold. I got that down on the ground, also sprayed with degreaser. I've sprayed it a couple times at this point. Tomorrow I will pressure wash that off and then probably finish it up in my parts washer. I love that thing. I posted on Instagram a before and after. Look how shiny that bad boy is. That is the plate that goes on the back of the engine. I should know the name of that thing, but I don't. The starter pokes through it, goes between the engine and the transmission. I have no idea what that's called. Comment down below, what the heck's that thing called? I'll remember it as soon as I push pause. That's the way this goes. Hey, Tavish just pulled up. Show him the progress on what we're doing here as well. Look at the carnage taking place under here. Oh my gosh. I'm making a huge mess on our driveway. Not super excited about that, but we'll get it cleaned up eventually. Oh my gosh. It didn't look so bad in the dark when the cement was wet. Intake manifold's been soaking. It's the next day, by the way. I'm going to spray it down one more time with degreaser, let it soak some more, and see if we can get some of this deeper grime off before we start treating for rust and such. Long day ahead of us. Well, I should have put gloves on before I started, so there's that. I'm gonna go put gloves on now before it gets even worse. I've been manually scrubbing with a brass scrub brush just to kind of dig at some of those spots, see if I can get even more off. I'm gonna put gloves on, get the pressure washer. I'm gonna actually put degreaser in the pressure washer this time and apply some soap that way. High pressure rinse, wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. These multiple times. Perfect. Believe it or not, that thing used to be blue. I believe it. It's Ford. Alright, sun's actually going to come out today. That's perfect. So while that dries, let's clean up our mess a little bit. My OCD kicked in a little bit and I pressure washed some of the driveway. I didn't want the grease getting tracked into the fancy car, Mama's car, and I parked too close. Oh no. Yeah, there's little grease droplets, splatter. I don't know what word I'm looking for. It made a mess. That's what it did. Alright, let that dry, clean up. On to the next thing. So while the truck dries, I'm going to get the intake manifold in here to clean off all the grease, parts washer. I freaking love this thing. I cleaned this yesterday. It was an absolute disaster. It had easily a 1/4 inch of caked on grime. Mostly where it's blue, because when I peeled that off, the color was still there. The other stuff had been exposed a little bit more to the elements, whatnot, so it didn't protect the metal as much. A little bit of surface rust on this. I used a Scotch-Brite pad and the brush that came with the parts cleaner. Cleaned it inside and out. It's now good to go, but let's do the intake manifold. I'm gonna put it in here and let it soak. This is the fitting. This is the fitting. It's a vacuum line. From here it goes out to the brake master cylinder. So that's your brake vacuum. These three were all sealed off, and I'm pretty sure that was open. So we had an open vacuum leak, and this points back towards the back side of the engine, towards the firewall, I should say. So I didn't even notice that. I couldn't see it. But I'm going to take these rubber stoppers off of here. Oh yeah, that was definitely exposed. See how clean those two are? And then this guy right here was not sealed at all. There's one more on there I got to get off. I'm going to parts clean this as well, get all that grease off, and probably reuse this. Oh, I can see why people go with, oh my gosh, with aluminum intakes. Holy Moses, that thing's heavy. That's got to be, I don't know, I'm going to guess, 65 pounds. How much do these weigh? Tell me down below if you know, or take a guess. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's get this thing soaking. Pressure washing did a pretty good job actually. But want to get the rest of it off. Pretty sure 90 some odd percent, I don't know, 93% sure that the new engine we got does not have an intake manifold on it. So probably gonna end up reusing this. I did get a new valley gasket with it, the one that goes underneath this, but I'm pretty sure no intake manifold itself. So I'll clean this up as though we're gonna reuse it, trying to cut some corners and save some money. This stuff gets expensive, I'm sure you guys know that all too well. So I'll come back periodically and just make sure it stays wet on top. It soaks good, scrub it every once in a while. I just use a Scotch-Brite, dip it down in the sauce, and scrub. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not going to make you watch me do this, but show you a before and after when it's all cleaned up. Probably going to paint it. I don't know if they painted the engine or not. I still need to open that thing up and see. I want Tavish to be here when we open it though. He is in school and works a lot, so it's going to take some time to get together with him for that. Because it's so cold outside, I thought I'd give it a fighting chance to dry. Let's do this. Bad boy has a turbo button. Mm-hmm.